there is a point in which if there is not a goal that you have a burning desire for, you will not be able to sustain that fire, that motivation to get there because you just don't see a point in it. People that want to hit like 1 million a month or 5 million a month, or like Elon Musk, he's already the wealthiest man, but he's trying to get more power inside the government. A lot of times these tend to be like narcissists, where it's not even about the money, it's about being number one, it's about power and dominance. And it really explains why you see so much messed up people in the higher levels of government and power you go. But I digress. Another interesting video that I watched the other day was this guy on YouTube. He's pretty famous with the business content. His name is Ippei. And he's done really well for himself. And he said he split tested with his personal expense, spending $1 million a month versus spending $250 a month. And he said he honestly could not tell a difference from spending $1 million a month to $250,000 a month, because to spend $1 million in 1 month, he said it in his own words, like you're almost making excuses to spend that money. And at $250,000 a month, he's literally probably living the most lavish lifestyle, probably taking private jets everywhere. Now, I say all of that to say this: 20 clients at 5K a pop get you to 100K a month. I mean, you're already halfway there to live the most lavish lifestyle. And most of us, we don't need to spend 250 grand. If you spend 50 G's in personal living expense, like you're living like a straight baller. I've had some months where I 150 grand, including all the business coaching program, lead gen. Some months I was close to hitting 200 net. And those were great months because you can't spend that money, like your bank account just going up. I was able to make other investments with that money. I guess I say all of that to say this: there's levels to this internet entrepreneurship journey. And, what is cool is because I have already hit numbers exceeding 100K a month, if I make less than 100K a month today, I feel extremely uncomfortable. Like I have to do whatever it takes to fix whatever issue is happening. And that's crazy for me to say because when I started this business, I was making $2,000 a month 10 years ago. I'm at a point where if I make less than 100K in a month, like I'm searching for answers. And in this past year or two, I ran into a couple issues where I had some negative months. So the journey doesn't stop with entrepreneurship, and diversifying your income is always a good idea, which is what I'm going to do time around because I learned from my mistakes. But what's interesting is when I fell below 100K a month, I started seeking for answers, and the answers came. And I really truly believe that concept of ask and you shall receive, because it has always proven to be true in my life. Anytime I was having a situation where I felt like I'm coming down to the wire, I have always been able to figure it out. And it's not an overnight journey to get to have this strong mind. Your mind is something that has to be developed over time and strengthened. And this is the inner game of success. And it is just as important as what you do in the outer world. The outer world consists of making cold calls or going through a training or building websites, but whatever is happening in between your ears is just as important, at least 50% as important, if not more. And there's a lot of science coming out these days through even physicists that understand quantum physics, that understand that like your consciousness is senior to your life experience, meaning your consciousness is part of what creates your reality. And I see it time and time again, just like a video game, how characters can level up. Once you hit certain levels of income, your consciousness almost becomes accustomed to that. And when it drops, you do whatever it takes to figure it out. And I have figured it out over and over again. Like I said, you cannot take money to the next world. And once you make 5 to 10 million bucks, for most of you guys, you can already retire from the money game. I personally want to make 20 to 30 million before I retire because I got other ambitious goals and different things I want to do. However, you hear me talk about money and all of that, but I'm also smart enough to understand that money is only part of the game. It is a big part of the game. It is vitally important because it gives you that freedom, but it's not a game that I want to be playing over and over again for the sake of playing it.